Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today's video we are looking at the full collection of Luigi's cousins, aka the Rollickin Roadsters. In total I believe there's 20, at least there's 20 different ones on like the poster that was released when this ride first opened. Of course, the Rollickin Roadsters is a ride at Cars Land in Disney World, California, and they released some of the diecasts just like they released some of the diecasts for, the Radiator Springs Racers, as well as Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. And we got a diecast of 5 different Rollickin Roadsters, who are, I guess, canonically Luigi's cousins, although we don't see them in any actual form of Cars media, only through this Rollickin Roadsters thing. We have 5 diecasts that were released, and they do come in 5 different colors, just like the actual ride. There is a blue one, a yellow one, a green one, a red one, and an orange one. And they do vary. They have like different colored white or no stripes, or they'll have luggage. But all the diecasts are the same. The ones at the park and the ones on the poster are different. That's what I'm referring to. There's only 5 different diecasts, and those do not change, and all those don't have any kind of weird variations. So let's get into it. I did recently return from Disneyland, which is where I found all these. I got Pasquale, the blue one, Angelo, the yellow one, and Sophia, the green one, when I was there back in, I believe, 2018. And I got the 2 ones you see in package, Sergio, the orange one, and Salvatore, the red one, at Disneyland this most recent time when I went, which at the time of recording is just a few days ago. The distribution of them there is really weird, because back when I went in 2018, there was no Sergios, there's no Salvatores. When I came this time, there was a few Sergios, but this was the only Salvatore that I ran into the entire time. So he is very, very scarce, at least at Cars World, but on eBay he seems to be one of the more common ones, so I don't know what's going on with that. And I think you can get these guys on eBay from like the China loose. I don't know if those are factory customs or not. I just know that they do exist from there. I'd say the distribution was probably about, at Cars Land is probably 40% of the cars that were Angelo, 30% were Sophia, maybe 20% Pasquale, 9% Sergio, and then 1% being Salvatore. So we're going to look at all of them today. Of course, let's just kind of start with the loose stuff, then we'll get into the cars that are not opened. Now, they don't officially have the names, but if you look at the poster, which does give out their names, you can realize which car is which. So that is how these names were given. This is Sophia. She is the green one. I believe out of the diecast, this is the only one that is female, or at least the one that is like visibly has the big eyes and a female name. The green is kind of like a light sea green, kind of like the outside of Luigi's, how it's painted, or how Guido was like painting with his rollers. Got a nice just kind of smile. Has some kind of logo on her hood for whatever make she is. I believe it's on the back. It's like frizzante, and they all 5 of these have that on the back. She is one of the 2 diecasts that has the luggage on the back. The other one being Salvatore. The rest do not have any luggage. She has a big, darker, like sea green stripe on the side. The rims are ever so slightly painted. You can barely see that they are kind of that same sea green. The back license plate is Carsoli, RW. Carsoli is where these cars are supposed to be like from. And license plate reads 3109. There's a little piece of luggage, and there's the inside, of course, where the people are riding inside of it. I do think that in the actual ride, you have the eyes, but when you're inside the car, you can see right through the eyes. Obviously, you couldn't really do that with a diecast. I just wanted to point that out. That is Sophia. Let's move on over to Angelo, the yellow one. He is just plain yellow. He doesn't really have like a stripe like Sophia does. He's got a nice smile. He actually has a grill. Nice looking grill. Big old smile. Blue eyes on the side. You can see the yellow rims painted once again. He does have a little bit of a chrome thing going down the side, which I guess you could say Sophia actually does not have that. The back you can see, once again, Carsoli and JK this time. 0105, and you can see that same like Frizzante logo back there. Cool looking taillights. This is kind of like a Luigi style yellow. Yes, I actually don't have a Luigi next to me right now. I do have a Pixar Fest Luigi right next to me for I'm doing some reorganizing in like the Pixar section of the collection with all the new stuff that I brought in recently. If you saw the Build Your Own Graduate Springs Racers video, there's 2 from there, and then there's these 2 extra cousins. I'm trying to sort out all the space there. Here we have Pasquale, or maybe Pasquale. It's definitely Pasquale. Let's find other ways to say it. He is dark blue, another grill, almost looks like a Mini Cooper from that angle. Big old smile, just like Angelo had. He has a white stripe, but it's not as big as Sophia's. You can see it's a little bit wider in terms of like top to bottom, but doesn't go nearly as far back. You can also see the blue inside of his wheels. I like that. It's a pretty cool touch. I would assume that is on the other 2 that we haven't opened yet. The seat in there, all the seats are the same color. The license plate reads Carsoli JM 0707. So we got those 3. Now let's open up these 2 packaged ones, arguably the 2 hardest ones to find. So here we have Sergio. There he is in the packaging. You have like some of the Roadsters up there, logo. There is him from the back. Of course, these aren't actually Mattel diecasts as far as I am aware. These are a separate brand, and I mentioned that in my Build Your Own Radiator Springs Racer video. These are not actual licensed Mattel diecasts. They are another brand. At least I am assuming, because there is no Mattel branding on any of the packaging or on any of the diecast itself. You kind of see there at the bottom. Let's open this up. I do have a lot of plastic here. It looks like it shouldn't be too much. So you just pull that guy right on out. Is this kind of like taped in there? Yeah, it is. I can just kind of keep it like that. That looks nice. So here is Sergio. Similar to Angelo, he doesn't really have any like strap or anything. He just has that one kind of like gray bar. Goes all the way back. He is completely orange. See the orange wheels in there? Front expression. Very similar, pretty much the same as Pasquale's. Also very similar to Angelo's, except Angelo, his eyes go up on the other side. Like the kind of line is facing the other direction. License plate reads Carsoli FM 2608. And you can see on the bottom, that's what they all look like on the bottom. This says Disney Pixar made in China. No mention of like a tell or anything. Here we have like Disney Store, LTD, London. That one says the same thing. And let's see, Pasquale has that. And I'm assuming that they are still making these somewhere in those like factories. I love the shade of orange. On camera, it appears to be like almost like a dusty crop hopper orange, like it's very orange. But on here, it's almost like a brighter, almost like a salmon style orange. I think both look pretty good. I kind of prefer the one that you see on camera though. Then finally, we have Salvatore. Hardest one to find in the Disney parks, at least from my personal experience. And there he is. He does have a newer expression line, a different expression than Sergio, Angelo, and Pasquale. Of course, Sophia is different from all those, and Salvatore is different from all those as well. See there, it looks like the eyes aren't quite attached on as well as they should be. That's kind of interesting to see right there. Similar to Pasquale, he has like a bigger white stripe that doesn't go as far back as Sophia's does, and looks like that's actually the exact same design. It looks like all these also have that. Oh, no, they don't actually. Looks like only Pasquale and wait, no, yeah, they all have the that Italian flag logo on their left side, but not on their right side. Of course, they all have it on their hood as well. As mentioned, Salvatore is one of the ones that actually has the luggage on the back there. There's a little bit of paint in there. It's kind of scrape it off, a little paint flake that we don't need in there. If I can get it out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's still in there. Seat, same color. There's its expression, as I mentioned. License plate reads Carsoli NR 3001. Then on his base, you can see, yeah, the bases are all a little bit different. So the newer ones I got recently have definitely had some kind of change from the ones I got back in 2018 or whenever it was. So yeah, that is the cousin, or that is the family of Luigi's cousins. You have Pasquale, the blue one, Salvatore, the red one, Sergio, the orange one, Angelo, the yellow one, and Sophia, the green one. All very cool, very awesome. Wouldn't have had these if they hadn't rethemed that Luigi ride. Thank you very much for watching today's video, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.